And this is just like getting crazy. Like, is that what veganism has come to? Are you not a real vegan unless you want to go and beat up other vegans? I don't understand. Like, another thing, I guess, that is just driving me crazy about veganism is with all this drama that's going on with Durianrider and à-bas-le-ciel.
À-bas-le-ciel.
That is, I mean, I'm not going to go into it very much, but if you haven't heard of it, à-bas-le-ciel is a small YouTuber about the size that I am. He's very intelligent, and he says he, speaks about veganism in an intelligent manner, and he has disagreed, I guess, with Freely in the past. I guess you may have questioned some of her personal choices. I don't know exactly what it is, but Durianrider has then threatened to beat him up. And he's also threatened. He said that he is a pedophile and that he's trying to sleep with 16-year-old girls. Which I don't know that there's any proof of that. Like, he's posted in some Facebook groups that I'm in, there is no proof of that, and he has said that he's going to come to his door. And then somebody else posted something about how they didn't agree with the raw tofu diet, and he said the same thing to them, that they're gonna go to his house and like beat him up and whatever. And this is just like getting crazy. Like, is that what veganism has come to? Are you not a real vegan unless you want to go and beat up other vegans? I don't understand. Like, and even beating up non-vegans, it doesn't make sense because our lifestyle is supposed to be about love and compassion. They kind of hide behind that and they say, oh, I have compassion because I'm a vegan. But if you truly have compassion, then why are you saying that you want to, like Gary Yourofsky, that men who eat meat should be anally raped?
The most interesting thing that Yourofsky has to say is actually when he contrasts himself to the Animal Liberation Front, the ALF.
I love ALF, but I don't agree with them in being nonviolent.
There are at least 20 videos on this channel that mention my own anti-violence position and the fact that I'm completely against this movement becoming violent, promoting violence or associated with violence. I've reflected on that from different angles in different videos, but it has come up at least 20 times. So let's examine. Yourofsky is saying the ALF does not go far enough, that they are not violent enough for his tastes, whereas someone like Steve Best endorses and only endorses the type of violence that the ALF promotes. What does that mean? The ALF basically promotes breaking and entering. And they claim that breaking and entering is violence against property and property only, and that it is not violence against people, and that therefore it's morally permissible. This is amazingly jejune, whether or not you are familiar with the world of criminal activity or the world of political activity.
It's going to be in the very near future that somebody busts into a slaughterhouse or a vivisection lab with guns, and they tell the slaughterhouse workers, you take those knives off those pigs' throats right now, or I'm going to shoot you.
Yes, it's breaking the law. Breaking the law is a significant choice. I'll say more about that in a minute. It does discredit you as a political movement. It does put your members in prison. I don't know any political movement that thinks that having people sitting in jail is a great way to bring about social change. That's stupid. I don't think anyone should be preaching here on YouTube that anyone should undertake a form of activism that's going to put them in jail. No matter how ineffective you may be now with your freedom, believe me, you're going to be a much less effective agent for social change when you're sitting in a cage doing a sentence for breaking and entering or for some other criminal activity. It's ridiculous. But above and beyond that, as soon as you're into breaking and entering, you think nobody gets hurt? You think, and on the other hand, whenever people get killed in breaking and entering, you think the thieves planned for that? No. You can't predict what's going to happen. You send people over a fence. You send people through a window to break into property. There might be someone inside that property who pulls a gun on you. Now, what are you going to do? There might be inside that property who pulls a baseball bat on you. Now what are you going to do?
Or I'm going to shoot you.
And it doesn't only make us look crazy, but it also makes veganism kind of like a cult in a way, and it makes people not question any of these vegan leaders because they think that, well, they have a huge following, so there's no way that I can question them. Or if you question, anytime you question Gary or Freely or Durianrider, you always have people that come in and say, well, they have a huge following, so they have a lot of influence and they've turned a lot of people vegan. So obviously their opinion matters more than your opinion.
This is what I think should happen to rapists. Even somebody who rapes a woman in a fur coat, if that ever happens. I think that his penis and his balls should be seared off with a cuticle remover, slowly. Then I think 2 skewers should be shoved into their eye sockets.
And I just think it's attracting the wrong kind of people to the movement. I mean, I guess everyone should be vegan in the end, but at this point I feel like it's attracting like the wrong people and people who are very dogmatic.
So don't give us the shit. You can't just... You fucking can. You just gotta be a hard cunt. You just gotta harden the fuck up. Stop blaming your parents. Stop blaming anything else. And just get it fucking done.
It's almost like a lot of people are replacing veganism for a dogmatic religion because they don't feel connected to a dogmatic religion. Oh, if you support, if you don't support me bullying people, then you are an egotistical person and you're not a real vegan. And I mean, the only time I've ever heard people saying things like this is in religion, where people say if you, are not an Orthodox Jew, you're not a real Jew. So if you're not, Freely's kind of vegan, then you're not a real vegan. And that kind of thing really, really bothers me. And I think it's crazy. And I think that we have a real problem that we need to address. And I wish more people would be addressing it instead of silently accepting it, I guess.
Ain't no nigga do it quite like me. Rock ice like me. Copper J, keep the price in the winter like Weezy.